And we're back, talking and drawing too. Did not really think I would be doing this again, but honestly I'm glad I am, so here we are. I'll probably be spamming these types of videos for a little while, so bear with me. I'm only human. As for what I'm animating the same animation I did last time, the how to get scammed animation, so yeah, I don't really have much to say here. I don't know the exact things I'm going to be talking about in this talk and draw. I came a little less prepared than I did last time, so I don't know, I guess I'll just wing it or something, we'll see. I guess I'll talk about some of my animations and how I managed to make them, or in fact I may even talk about my history with animation or drawing in general, so yeah. In fact, yeah, let's talk about that now. My animation journey and how I came to be the best animator of all time. Yeah. So I first started animation at the age of 9, and I wasn't really too crazy about it, because I just thought it would be a fun idea to do, and that I can draw, so maybe I can animate. So I got this very annoying animation app called, I don't even remember the name, but all I remember is that it was very bad. In fact, I'm gonna get a bit off topic here because that animation app really annoys me now looking back at it. First off, it had a lot of ads, like a heaping amount of ads, like a very annoying amount of ads. But, you know, coming from a Flip-a-Clip user, that's pretty hypocritical, I guess. But, you know, I'm just saying it had an overwhelming amount of ads. But that's not even my main problem with it, because my main problem is that it would delete my animations. And that ticked me off a little bit. And it got so bad to the point where I had to make duplicates of every animation that I made in that app. And the app wasn't even that good either. It was like painfully mediocre. I would just not recommend that app to anybody ever. But of course, I didn't know this back then, because 1, I knew nothing about animation, and 2, well, I knew nothing about animation, so it was just what I used all the time. But besides the animation app being the definition of a pit fire, were my animations at least good? I think you know the answer to that question. No, they were not. They absolutely were not. They were absolutely atrocious, awful, and I wish my eyes could unsee them. You see, I didn't watch any tutorials on how to do animation, and I didn't know any real animation principles, so add that all together and you get bad animations. But yeah, it was overall a very bad experience. But thankfully, I uninstalled it, and then I tried to reinstall it, but for some reason it wouldn't work, so it was probably a good thing that happened. So after that catastrophe, I switched to a different animation app. Well, not actually an animation app, but more like a animation website. I don't remember the exact name of the website. I think it had the word brush in it or something, but overall I can't remember the name. I do remember doing better in this website, but not because of the website itself, but because I actually started watching animation tutorials and stuff. The only reason I decided to start watching animation tutorials at that point in time, because for reference point, I was like 10 back then, was because back when I was 9, I didn't want to pursue animation as a life career, because I didn't want to be known for that. I wanted to be known for drawing or be like a comic artist or something. But then when I turned 10, I started to appreciate animation more and more, and I decided, you know what? Maybe I should get back into animation. Yeah, this seems fun. And now we're here. But yeah, when I started using this website as my animation app, it was also the point in time where I started to post some of my animations. Now you may think I'm gonna talk about an old YouTube channel that I had or something, but no, because I used to post my animations on Scratch. That's right, on the coding website. Yeah. And I would also post some games here and there, but all of them were bad, like very, very bad and glitchy. If you want to find that Scratch account, it's deleted now, so yeah. All I did was like a 3-part series about this kid who pretty much fights this dude that represents his limit or something, because he has this like animation do or something. I'll show a few of the episodes, so yeah. The animations were still pretty mediocre, but it served as a huge evolution from my other animations. The animation website was pretty mediocre, but it did help me transition into my next animation app. An actual animation app that can actually be considered decent. The animation app that I currently use today, Flip-A-Clip. Is it weird that I struggle to say the name Flip-A-Clip? I don't know, I just find it very hard to say for some reason. But yeah, as you know, my first animation in Flip-A-Clip was, of course, the No Time for Jokes animation. I also realized that I forgot to put footage of what the actual animation looks like, so here you go. Yeah, I know, pretty mediocre. Yeah, there's nothing really that special here. Oh, okay, that's enough! And yeah, that was pretty much my animation journey as a whole. Oh wait, but I do also remember that I did a little bit of pixel animation in my free time. And I think those also look pretty decent. They're not my best, but they're not my worst either. I did all these in a app called Piskel. It's a pretty cool pixel animation app. I would recommend. There's nothing too crazy, but not too little as well. And as of current day, I am also trying to get into a little bit of hand-drawn animation. And I haven't been working on it too much, but I do want to start doing hand-drawn animations. I don't want to do it full-time, but I do think it would be a fun activity to do. I also still do a little bit of pixel art here and there. I don't do it as much as I did before, but I still do a lot as a activity. Yeah, and that was my animation journey, pretty much. I've kind of ran out of things to say, so I'm probably going to just stop talking, I guess. This was a fun topic. Just going through my animation journey and just seeing how I got here to where I am now. Next time I'll probably talk about my art journey and how my art style evolved over time. But that will be for another talk and draw. But for now, I think this is a pretty good stopping point on this topic. I guess for this last minute or so, I'll just be talking about updates on animation projects and stuff. So yeah, to start off this topic, all I'll say is tomorrow, or maybe like a few days later, I'll probably show off a sneak peek to the How to Be Scammed animation. I still don't really know the length of how long this is gonna be, but I'll probably make it a little bit longer compared to my other animations, because usually my animations can range from like a 2-second or 3-second video to like a 1-minute video usually, but I'm trying to be a bit more experimental with my projects and animations and stuff. I do also want to do a few more video game animations, so maybe like a Cuphead animation or a let me see, maybe even a Nine Souls animation if I get far enough into the game. But besides that, I think it would be pretty fun, and you know, just be a fun hobby to do, just make video game animations. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point to end this video on. You know, it's been pretty fun, and I'm also running out of topics to talk about, so I'll probably just end it off here. Yeah, I'll definitely gonna be doing more of these. So, get used to it or something. Well, see you guys later. I'm a terrible artist, and bye.